single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi everybody and welcome to Strip Finance. So today we're going to be talking about one of them that I've been avoiding just because it's a very broad subject. And I've wrote some stuff down, so if you see me glancing down, it's because I have it wrote down, because I forget what I'm talking about sometimes, and it makes me sound stupid. But it is what it is. So today we're going to be talking about the golden rules of finance. Now, with everything in life, there are golden rules. Like, for instance, if you're going to the strip club, the golden rules are very simple. Get your money before you get there. Don't get drunk. And don't piss off the stripper whose knee is between your legs. These are the golden rules of strip clubs. They all make perfect sense. So with that out of the way, let's begin. The golden rules of finance, right? Number one is pay on time. Pay your bills, your loans, your credit cards. Because whenever it comes to credit reporting, whenever you pay your bills, they don't care that the money is in the bank. They care that you pay on time, right? And that's basically it. As long as you pay on time, it adds up over the months to give you a good credit score. Next is design a budget and stick to it. So designing a budget is not about, restricting your financial freedom and enjoyment. It's about leading the way in relation to designing the life you want by understanding what you're spending, where your money is going, and identifying where you can reduce discretionary spending to achieve your long-term financial goals. If you have a problem making a budget, right, what you can do is you can actually hire someone to budget for you. Basically, these people are called a budget planner. And I think I mentioned them in a previous video. But literally their entire life is to look at how much money you make, look at what your bills are, and then make a budget accordingly, or tell you to get a better job because you're not making enough money. So, next is generate wealth. And I know this sounds weird, but let me get to this first. Let me read you what I have wrote down, and then we'll talk about it, right? So, number 3 is generate wealth. Make the decision today that your future self will thank you for. Set aside money each month to build wealth, whether it's from a regular savings plan, investment strategy, or a debt reduction plan. Now, basically what that means is a saving strategy is putting, say, 20, 30 bucks out of every paycheck away. If it's a debt payoff, basically you're just adding a little extra to your payments every month to help pay that off. Because in the long run, it's going to help you. So depending on your circumstances, some lenders may require genuine savings. So by showing that you are consistently setting money aside to your savings plan, you are not only positioning yourself well for the successful loan approval, you are also developing a great habit for financial freedom. And basically what that means is sometimes whenever you're going to get a loan, whether it be for a car or a house, or if you just need a personal loan to get by a little bit, right? It happens. It happens to the best of us. We all need loans, no matter how much we may hate it. I hate loans. I had to take a loan out of my house. I didn't like that either. But they needed to see that I had money in the bank, which I did because I save. So, next is number 4, beware of major life events affecting lending. Which basically this is like, pay attention to the housing market and all that if you're planning on getting a housing loan. Or if the kind of car you want currently has higher tariffs, right? Because it's being shipped from out of country in. Due to some, major event going on. Keep an eye on it. You might want to bide your time, wait a little longer if you can, to get that better deal. So number 5 is consider closing store cards. So if you're following the golden rules of finance so far, you don't really need the interest-free store cards. If you have any open accounts such as Afterpay or ZipPay, consider closing them because they will negatively affect your serviceability. The lenders will assess your borrowing capacity based on the maximum amount of credit you have available on all credit and store cards. The lower the limit on your cards are, the less available credit you have access to. So basically, with this, less is more, right? I don't have any credit cards at all. The only credit card I've ever considered getting was one that you earn airline miles. And that's mainly because once or twice a year I fly home, but I also go all over the country. So having the option to fly when I can is super nice. So moving on. Number 6 is manage spending patterns. Pardon my tongue. It's getting all tied. But no, manage your spending patterns. So it's a lot like Rule 1, but not quite the same. So similar to Rule 1 and changes to credit reporting, lenders are now required to take into consideration discretionary spending patterns as a part of your loan eligibility criteria. Our advice is don't make large purchases during credit application processes and act as if you are already servicing the loan you want to apply for. Basically what that means is don't go spending money like a crackhead, okay? That said though, you gotta love the crackhead tenacity. With crackheads, they don't go, oh, I don't have money, I guess I'm not getting that. No, they go out and they make that money. So, you gotta like really admire that. Next is protect wealth with insurance. Basically, whenever you protect your wealth with insurance, you can practice great habits. However, sometimes life throws you a curveball you didn't see coming. Ensure that you have adequate insurance and protect your wealth. Basically what this is having an emergency fund. Sometimes stuff happens. You can't really, you don't expect it to happen, but it does. And it just kind of pops up and it's like, hey, guess what? You have to deal with this now. Like, I had to buy a whole new set of tires. You know how expensive tires are? It was like $600. And I mean, yeah, I take my clothes off for money, okay? I make good money. Don't think I don't. That said, $600 is still a lot to drop all at one time. Moving on, review your credit report and shop around for options, right? So, review your credit report. Basically, it just tells you what loans you've had, what loans you're still paying on, if you're paying them on time, and shop around for the best deal, right? Because if you go to one dealership and the car you want is 21 here, but you go to another dealership and the same car but the same amount of miles is $3,000 less, not only is it a smaller loan for you to get, but it's also an easier loan to get because the money is smaller. And last but not least is, if you're having issues, seek professional advice. There's plenty of services, especially financial services out there that you can turn to if you're having problems. So with that out of the way, I'm going to let y'all go. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hey guys! Congratulations on making a video. So as you know, I am your financial gardener, right? And these are the beds that we are going to be planting your financial seeds. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.